I am going to make this as quick as I can because I have a tumor that's killing me slowly by inches, and I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to finish this research into disease caused by chemicals. I spent 37 years and I managed to track down every chemical that poisoned me and has caused environmental illness, MCS, multiple chemical sensitivities, Parkinsonism. But the one thing I did not know until recently was I've been crippling since I'm 6 years old, but I never lost my memory and I never lost my genius, so that I was continuously able to make a comeback and continue to work for 23 years. At which point I lost memory. I couldn't read or write beyond the level of a 5-year-old child, and I was completely dysfunctional, as well as the crippling. But the crippling hadn't stopped me from working. When you can make money for people, you can continue to work. And that's what was my genius. So eventually, when a doctor tried to kill me, yep, true story, and I escaped the maniac, and the police wouldn't charge him with a crime. Of course not. This is Canada. I decided that I needed to research what happened to me to save children from going through what I went through. And today I know that it affects people of all ages. But mold was the one thing that I couldn't track down until recently, when I joined a Facebook group called Toxic Mold Group Support. And do look into that, because mold will cause neurological brain damage. And if you don't have physical symptoms, that doesn't mean it's not affecting you. And I was sleeping in a mold environment bedroom in my basement of my investment home from 1981 to 1984. And then suddenly, I lost my memory. In fact, to the point that it took me 37 years to research my own life and to be able to tell my story. But mold is deadly. And the fact that doctors don't recognize we're being poisoned by it, look, Russia did a study in 1837. So just get real, people. We are being poisoned, pesticides, pollution, gas, oil, diesel. And I had all that research. And scientists recognize all that since 1775. Smoke, cigarettes. Look what it took to get the truth out on cigarettes. It's the corruption. Our industry and our medical associations and doctors are trained to not recognize poisoning. Because unless they can find a drug like chemotherapy and make billions of dollars, the associations aren't interested in treating us for being poisoned. So I have to make this quick. I've added as much information as I can, but I cannot get into the construction of your homes and your apartments and leaking taps and leaking roofs and what mold will do into your home, and that you're buying condos and you're buying homes that are full of mold, and no one's testing for that, and no one's treating you for the mold disease that you get afterwards. I mean, this is a genocide, what's happening in society all over the world. But I do want to make it really clear. Mold will trigger neurological damage, and it may not show physical symptoms right away. And you will develop chemical hypersensitivities. And people keep saying, well, how come it didn't affect my husband? Listen, some people have the constitution of a crocodile, and they'll take in a lot of poison until they die of a heart attack. That doesn't mean it's okay. Okay? Over and out. We have to band together and fight for the truth to be exposed on all the chemicals in our air, food, water, and our homes. But there are a lot of ways that you can fight back. And I'm discovering that people aren't fighting back. They're just drowning in the mire of being sick, and their spouses and their family and their friends poo-pooing them and treating like there's nothing wrong with them. Trust yourself and fight back. Now, I just totally boycott and I block anybody that's not supportive. I don't need their BS in my timeline, okay? And don't tolerate it. Fight back. And there is help. Raw okra reversed my brain damage. Air filters help me breathe. A gas mask protects me from being poisoned. And I have survived since I'm 6 years old and I'm 80. Well, now a tumor is taking me down. Well, that's up to the universe, how long I'm going to last with this tumor. But it does make me really sick and really hard for me to function. It's doing nerve damage, okay? And so I'm crippled 80% of the time now. But I was 72 and 100% perfect through my Okra for Life diet detox. And I've got all that online. And anyway, a young man had a vision when I was 19, and he said my research would save the children 200 years from now. That's not good enough. I'm not happy with 200 years from now. So please, fight back. Thank you. And God bless all of the Facebook people on all the health groups that are trying to fight back best way they can. But we really need to do more than that. We get the government we vote for, and they're corrupt. And all of our laws are corrupt. And all of our medical associations are corrupt, and they're on the take to industry. It's not good enough, people. It's just not good enough. Okay. Bless you all. And may the creator of the universe give you the power and the spiritual strength that you need to fight back.